You mentioned in the book how to talk to your children about sex. How do you recommend that? Because like you said, all of this information is at their fingertips on the computer and, in pornography and things like that. So how do you talk to your children?
And you can't avoid it because it's the most interesting subject in the world.
Yep.
So here's what you do. Here's what I did. I brought home books and I put it on the table. And I did say, I want to be an askable parent. If you have any questions, please ask me. If I don't know, I will say I don't know, but I'll find out.
Sure.
I'll ask an expert and make sure that the message is that this is not something dirty, this is not something not to be talked about. Some parents, it can be the mother or the father, are better at talking about sex than others. You have to be careful because children, especially teenagers, then they might say, and how is it with you? And then you have to say, this is a private matter.
Okay.
Period. A big point, private matter.
Private matter, yeah. What has been has there ever been one question about sex that has made you blush, ever?
Not blush, but I tell you, one time, I do remember that, somebody asked me about sex with an animal, and all I said on television, I'm not a vegetarian, I'm not a veterinarian. Goodbye. Next question.
You shut that one down real quick.
I shut that down very quick because it didn't even, in my way of thinking, it didn't not even worth an answer.
Yeah, no, definitely. You mentioned people on their phones. So what is your opinion on dating apps? Do you think that they are helpful or hurtful?
Now, I'm all for dating apps because one of the things that I'm making clear in the book is my worry about loneliness and of all ages, but right now we're talking about young people. So apps, there is no sense in saying they shouldn't exist because they exist. And I want people to use them, but I want them to use them intelligently. I don't want anybody to meet a prospective date in a secluded place or in a dark place. I want them to meet in a hotel lobby or in a coffee shop. And I like very much the idea for lunch because you have to eat lunch anyway.
That's true.
So you eat lunch. If you want to meet for dinner, you meet for dinner. If not, goodbye.
Right.
So yes, use them, but use them with your brain and use them with that idea, I want to find a significant other. I want to find a person for having a relationship. I'm not even saying right away getting married. I'm saying to have a relationship. I do not want people to hop into bed. And for your magazine, I want you to write in big letters. Very controversial what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I do not want people, men, a man with a man, a woman with a woman, a man and a woman. I do not want them naked in bed unless they have decided to have sex. This idea that he or she, let's say she, can say at any time, I changed my mind, or that he has to say, can I now touch your left breast or your right breast, is nonsense. And in the Jewish tradition, it says, when that part of the male anatomy is aroused, the brain flies out of your head. In American folklore, there is a saying that says that God didn't give men enough blood for two heads.
That's true.
So loud and clear, I do not believe in this nonsense of being able to say, I changed my mind. Do not be naked in bed with anybody unless you have decided to have sex.
Yes, definitely.